Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If it's your first time joining, thank you. If you're a previous subscriber, a new subscriber, or you're coming from another video on my channel, welcome back. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about what I have going on with the chandelier quilt. I know this project has kind of been drawn out, and I really did not want that to happen. For some reason, life is just kind of throwing all kinds of little things at us right now. And today my anxiety is like flying all over the place. So I'm going to try to film this and kind of calm down a little bit. Hopefully I can. Today my husband is currently at the urgent care. He has some reoccurring right side stomach pain, and he's had ultrasounds and he's had CT scans, and they keep on telling him you have some minor gallbladder issues. You have I don't know exactly what the correct medical term for it is, but he has appendix flare-ups that can cause some pain. He never has a fever with it, but just really bad pain. And if he overdoes it and he lifts something too heavy, sometimes it can also cause the pain to flare up. And then he's down for a couple days with this pain. So after a really bad night last night, he decided this morning to go into the urgent care, and that was at 8 o'clock this morning. So he went into urgent care, and now they have sent him to the main hospital to get another ultrasound. It's currently 2:56 in the afternoon, and I talked to him about an hour and a half ago, and they decided that they're going to do a CT scan again. So he's been sitting there waiting. He has not seen a doctor in the emergency room since he got there before 10 o'clock, I believe it was. So he's dealing with that, and my anxiety's all over the place because he just kind of went on his own this morning. He didn't wake me up. He called me after the fact that he was going, well, he told me as he was leaving to go out the door that he's going to urgent care. And if he would have told me this morning, I would have gotten up and went with him, but he did not do that. So needless to say, that is why my anxiety is all over the place right now. I know I keep on doing these videos that it seems like I'm complaining and whining about a lot of stuff, and it just seems to keep on happening. So I'm going to try to just go with the flow and try to keep on working. But just when my anxiety gets the best of me, it's better for me to just kind of calm down before I do anything. But we're going to go ahead and try to get this video done today. And again, I'm really sorry that this is taking a while. What I have done, so if you're familiar with the chandelier quilt project, you will know that in the last video I did the, let me unfold that a little bit right there. I did the spray basting. And I showed you how I do that on a small dining room table. I did previously have a large 8-foot long, I think I could sit like 10 people at this table. And it was a great table for doing basting of my quilts. Well, I have downsized to a smaller kind of like pub size table where it's higher up, and you've kind of got the kind of like a bar stool kind of bench chair, it just, we're really, my husband's 6'3", I'm 6 foot, so it's just as we get older, and I have bad knees, It's harder to get down at on a low chair, and especially if the chair has casters on it, you try to get up out of that chair and the chair moves around on you. And it just wasn't safe for me anymore, and it was very uncomfortable. So we upgraded to this table. Anyway, in that previous video, I want to thank all of you who have watched that video. Last time I looked, I think I had over 200 views already on that video. I'm going to double check on that really quick. Let me see. I have currently 213 views on my last video. I posted that 3 days ago. That is a lot for one of my videos, and I want to say thank you to all of you who are watching the Chandelier quilt videos. I really appreciate you for doing that. Okay, so like I was saying, the last video was showing how to do the spray basting. I really like the spray basting. I used to be one of those people that I really bad-mouthed the spray baste, the actual spray. I just did not have luck with it, and the more I've used it, the more and more I like it. So I can't even find my can of spray baste right now. I do not know where I sat it. But I used the June Taylor spray basting spray, and I am not sure where it went. It was here on my table, but I have moved it. But I really like that brand. It works for me, and more importantly, it works for my FAF machine. And I have the FAF Creative 4.0, or if you pronounce it FOF, whichever way you prefer to pronounce that. That is the machine I use for doing my edge-to-edge machine embroidery quilting. And if you are familiar with the cat quilt, I did attempt to do the edge-to-edge quilting on that, and I used this frame, this hoop. This is a magnetic hoop, and I know some people really bad-mouth the magnetic hoops. They have come a long way in the manufacturing of these hoops, and they are safe for your machine. I know there's a lot of people that just will not use them because they say they are bad for their machines, but that was before they really progressed with these hoops in the manufacturing. The older hoops, so I have the hoop upside down now. The older hoops had exposed magnets in them, and from my research, this is what I have learned. I may be wrong, so don't quote me on all of this. In the older hoops, the magnets were exposed more, but in this hoop, you can see that the magnets are all enclosed. Hopefully you can see that on there. I know this lighting is horrible. Once again, it is storming outside. It has been rainy for the last 2 days, so my lighting is just wonky. But anyway, so these are the newer versions of the dime magnetic hoop, and I really like the convenience of these hoops. I am absolutely horrid at free motion quilting. I absolutely love the look of it. I love the added beauty that it gives a quilt. And my way of getting around that, since I am so bad at free motion quilting, is to use an edge-to-edge quilting design. Now, For quilters that are not familiar with machine embroidery, it is just another technique that you are able to use with the embroidery machine for quilting. I'm going to show you a couple designs that I have been deciding on. When I first started the quilt, I had mentioned probably 2 or 3 videos back that I thought about doing the quilting in a brilliant yellow color due to all the yellow that is in the quilt. And I really loved that idea, but since I did that video and deciding on the edge-to-edge embroidery design I'm going to use, I have moved away from using that yellow thread. And the reason why I have done that is, as you can see, it is a beautiful floral fabric. The design that I was thinking about using, and with the yellow thread, I think it would have severely distracted from the quilt. I may be wrong. I may try again later. I have some other fabric that is in this same quilt, that is in this same fabric set, or I don't know how you want to, had a set fabric collection. I may try that on a smaller quilt with a different pattern. I just think it would have overall been a distraction for the pattern and the quilt. So the design that I will be using is just going to be a really simple design and with white thread, because I do not want to distract from the fabrics. I bought these fabrics because I fell in love with the floral blue and yellow theme. So I just really like it. And you can see here that with all the beautiful blues and yellows, I don't want to distract from these fabrics. So we're just going to go ahead and do the white. Okay, so enough of that. I will show you the designs now. Out of these 3 designs for the edge-to-edge quilting, these were the 3 I was going for, and one of them is what I have settled on. So, okay, so my first one was this design, and you can see that it was just some curlicues and some dragonflies. And I thought that would be really pretty because dragonflies in the garden, things like that. And I really first liked that idea, and I printed out the templates for it, and you can kind of see what those templates look like. And I really liked them at first. But then I thought, well, you know, I don't want, again, the dragonflies, I don't know if those would have distracted from the floral fabric. So I decided against this one. So this is another one of the dragonflies in just a different measurement. My hoop is an 8-inch by 14-inch, I believe. And so I printed out the templates that would fit that frame. Okay, so I have decided not to use this dragonfly one. Okay, so my next one, I'm going to set this aside. So we're going to save the one that we've decided on for last. Okay, so my next one was this one. And you can see that it has the flowers and it has hummingbirds. And so there's 2 or 3 different versions when you purchase this design off of Etsy that come with the design you buy. So there's this one that has the meandering flowers and the loops and hummingbirds. So I thought about that, and I thought about calling the quilt Hummingbirds in the Garden, because the floral the hummingbirds, and then the floral fabrics. But then I thought, you know what? The hummingbirds are going to take away from the floral fabrics. So I thought, you know what? I don't want to risk messing up this quilt because I fell in love with the fabrics and I just decided not to use this one. I will do a quilt and use this design because I absolutely love the design. When you purchase this design, you get a couple different variations in the design itself. So you have this one here at the top where you get several different hummingbirds in the design, or you can do it with one hummingbird and then it does just flowers, and then the repeat will be your other hummingbird, and then the next section where it's just the floral. So I had printed off several different variations of the design. This one may be a little bit hard to see, but what it is the top one here where it's the repeats of the hummingbirds, and this was a 7-inch by 12-inch stitch. So it was going to cover that amount of space. Then the next one was another 7-inch by 12-inch, but it is this design at the bottom where the next section skips a hummingbird, and then on the repeat it would be the hummingbird again. So I decided against that one. So then I printed off some different sizes. These first ones were 7-inch by 12-inch. Then these ones are 8-inch by 12-inch. And then there's three different versions of the 8-inch by 12-inch. So you have let me go back to this one. You have the 8-inch by 12-inch where it has the hummingbirds in that stitch out, 3 hummingbirds. Then you have an 8-inch by 12-inch that was the stitch out with 1 hummingbird. Then your next one was a 8-inch by 12-inch stitch out as well, but this first section has 2 hummingbirds, then just the flowers. So that's what this one was here. And then I decided, okay, I don't want something that tightly stitched, so I decided on maybe do an 8-inch by 8-inch with 2 hummingbirds. There's an 8-inch with just 1 hummingbird, and then there was also, let's see, you could have your choice of a 6-inch by 6-inch with one hummingbird, then a 6-inch by 6-inch with no hummingbirds where it's just floral. So I decided against this particular design because I just was not sure, once again, about the stitching, the quilting design, taking away from the floral that I fell in love with the fabrics that I used. Okay, so that's what all these templates were. Each template, when you print it out, depending on your software, it's going to print it out like on a grid. You can see the grids here. And then you would cut them out and tape them together so you can lay them out on your quilt for proper placement. So that's what I did with these, and I will use them in the future, but just not for this quilt. Okay, so now here comes the design that I have settled on. It is a design that is still going to kind of be in the floral theme, but it's not going to take away too much of the theme of the fabric, which is the floral and the blues and yellows. So I purchased this design. It is called, you can see here, called Wavy Leaves. And this is what that design will look like. It's just leaves. And this one is a 7-inch. So in my magnetic frame, it would just sew out a 7" by 7" stitch out at one time. Then it had a 7.5" and then just a little bit larger at 8 inches. So I'm going to be using the 8" layout. You can see the marks here. You can see your center hash mark in the middle there, or your center mark for the middle. And then these little lines are going to help you lay out the template on your quilt to help you with your placement. If you do not have a embroidery machine that helps you center your placement for the design, you will have to kind of lay them out. But anyway, this is going to be the design that I am going to quilt the chandelier quilt with. I think it will be okay because it's not going to distract too much from the fabrics. There are leaves, of course, in the florals. You've got some paisleys. I think it's going to be okay. I had thought about a wide stipple, and I still may choose that stipple. So I am going to just kind of play it in my mind a little bit, but I did want to let you guys know what I'm kind of thinking in my head. Please let me know what you guys think down below. If you think one of these other designs would work, or if you think just the traditional stipple design. I have a wider stipple than what this one is. I will show you what on the cat quilt, let me show you here. I don't know if you guys can see it. On this one, you can see the stipple on it. And I really like this one too because this one is wide. I'm still working on this. I have messed up on the placement, so everything is crooked on the quilt. I don't know if that's going to make much of a difference. There are some areas that are overlapping on the stitching, so I thought about pulling all the quilting out of it, kind of like misting it with a little bit of water and letting it air dry. So some of the, you can see here where I have already picked out some stitches and stitched over those designs. But this is what the stipple looks like as well that I could use on the chandelier quilt. So for those of you, I lost my train of thought, sorry. For those of you, go ahead and give me a, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. This is what I stitched out a template for that stipple, and that's what this looks like. So we could always do this the stipple. It's just a simple design that a lot of quilters will use. If you think that would be better for the chandelier quilt, please comment down below. I would just be using a regular white thread to do the stitching, whether on the leaf design or the stipple design. So please tell me what you guys think. I really appreciate your opinion. Yeah. Okay, so if you guys haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up. Let me know what you all think. I greatly appreciate your guys' comments, and all of my new followers and subscribers. Thank you to all of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Those of you who have not subscribed yet, I am able to look on my analytics for YouTube, and I am able to see how many people are actually subscribed to my viewers or subscribed to my videos. So the viewers in my videos, 11% of the people who watch my viewers are subscribed. 88% of you are not. So please hit that subscribe button. If you like my videos and you'd like to see more of them, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, with that all said, please comment, let me know what y'all think, and we'll see you all soon, and I will give you an update in the next video on my husband, how he's doing as well. So we'll see you all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.